We all remember that first bite into Choco Light and feeling that chocolatey sensation spill over into our mouths, or the feeling of Starburst literally exploding in our mouths. Snacks from the 1960s were just different, just more fulfilling. I mean, just remember Kugel. This peanut butter was more than just a spread, it was a taste of childhood magic. I remember the excitement of opening that iconic jar, revealing a world of flavors that sparked joy. Chocolate, cinnamon, banana, and vanilla, each one a delight for the taste buds. The smooth texture, like a creamy dream, didn't stick but lingered with a sweet, nostalgic embrace. The Kugel mascot, that quirky alien with 4 eyes and a body shaped like a peanut butter jar, is etched in my memory. His jive voice and dance moves brought whimsy to the commercials, making it more than just a product, it was a friend. Mothers later joined the chorus, endorsing Kugel to ensure its place in our lunchboxes. Though Kugel didn't become a household staple, those who remember its sweet charm still hold a special place in their hearts for that peanut butter journey of the past. But whilst Kugel was a very smooth experience, the Marathon Bar was a war. I remember the TV commercials with that cowboy dude proudly claiming the candy bar you can't eat quickly. And oh, they weren't kidding. Unwrapping it felt like unveiling a secret, the ruler on the wrapper revealing its impressive length. It didn't just share shelf space. The Marathon Bar had its own display, a candy superstar in a league of its own. The chewy caramel was the real hero, demanding time and attention as it stubbornly clung to each bite. It was a candy that taught patience, turning a simple treat into a slow, delicious journey. In a world where bigger was better, the Marathon Bar was a true childhood delight. But perhaps the most well-marketed snacks of the bunch were these: Astro Pops. These bad boys burst onto the snack scene in the groovy 1960s. Back then, everyone was gazing at the stars, inspired by the race to the moon. And in the midst of it all, these classic candies emerged, telling tales of a time when space exploration captivated both kids and grown-ups alike. I recall those Rainbow Pops, a burst of color and creativity in a world experimenting with snack shapes and hues. The 50s and 60s were an era of whimsy, a playground for trying out new designs and marketing strategies for treats like Astro Pops. Their tagline, "Longest lasting lollipop on Earth," was no joke. These suckers were massive, meant to be savored over an hour or more, not crunched into pieces like the typical bite-sized candies of today. A commitment to a sweet journey indeed. Eating an Astro Pop was an art, no crunching or breaking allowed. The candy's durability led to a supposed injury, even a lawsuit. But the enjoyment of the unique shape prevailed over safety concerns. Sure, there was a bit of danger with those sharp ends, but aficionados embraced the challenge, savoring every moment. The shape might not have stood the test of time in today's candy aisles, but for those who appreciated the slow, careful indulgence, Astro Pops were a stellar choice, offering more sweetness for your buck than any other lollipop on the market. But if you really wanted to savor something, you only had to imagine biting into Nestle's Choco Light and experiencing an extra light chocolatey sensation that fills your mouth with pure bliss. This innovative treat, crafted by the wizards at Breaker Confections, whipped up a storm in the chocolate industry. What makes Choco Light truly special is its airy composition, achieved by infusing nitrogen gas during the manufacturing process. The result? Tiny air bubbles that transform the chocolate into a remarkably light and delicate masterpiece. The first of its kind, Choco Light became a sensation, charming taste buds with its indulgent flavor and satisfyingly airy consistency. Despite facing periods of limited availability and even discontinuation, Choco Light remains etched in the hearts of chocolate enthusiasts. Nostalgia blankets those who fondly recall the joy of biting into its unique bubbly layers, creating sweet memories that withstand the test of time. Now you know what wasn't sweet? Lemonhead. This little tart the size of a gumball burst onto the scene in 1962 and remains a timeless delight. Its signature sour and sweet taste has made it a classic, and its vaguely lemon-shaped yellow appearance adds to its charm. As one of the oldest American candies still in production, Lemonheads have stood the test of time. I remember the first time I tasted the strong lemon flavor of a Lemonhead. Not overpowering, but just the right balance of tangy goodness. The candy itself is fairly hard, with a sugary layer surrounding a solid center, providing a satisfying crunch. What adds to the intrigue is Lemonhead's ever-changing packaging style, from vertical cardboard boxes to horizontal ones, sometimes embracing plastic packaging. Whether individually wrapped or not, these lemony treats bring joy in every bite. Large bags housing various packs of Lemonheads showcase the candy's versatility, making it a treat enjoyed in different ways over the years. On the other hand, tea berry gum holds a special place in my heart, and it all goes back to a moment etched in time. You know, I'm lounging in front of the TV and a whimsical commercial featuring a street cop and a contagious dance unfolds. The catchy jingle, dubbed the Tea Berry Shuffle, had me grinning from ear to ear. Days later, the same tune played on my trusty AM transistor radio, revealed as the Mexican Shuffle by Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. The synchronicity of tea berry gum and Herb Alpert became my anthem, and I was hooked. 60 years on, the memory is as vivid as ever. Tea berry gum, with its distinct wintergreen flavor, a symphony of minty, spicy, and fruity notes, became more than just a treat. It was a portal to nostalgia. Originating in the late 19th century from the D.L. Clark Company in Pittsburgh, tea berry gum's unique taste and the charm of the tea berry plant set it apart. Its popularity soared, a testament to the enduring love for its distinctive flavor and the sweet memories it evokes. Tea berry gum, a timeless joy wrapped in the tunes of the Tea Berry Shuffle, remains a cherished part of my past and present. Now, whilst we've talked about some pretty notable snacks, these ones not everyone will remember. But man, the Hostess Danish rings were a really delightful twist on the classic Danish pastry that once graced our taste buds with layers of flaky pastry goodness. Introduced by the renowned snack company Hostess, these treats were a visual feast, departing from the traditional pastry form and adopting a convenient, shareable ring format. Just imagine it, layers of buttery, flaky pastry embracing a variety of delectable fillings, from fruity jams to creamy custards. Each bite delivered a symphony of flavors, a perfect blend of sweetness and richness. But Hostess didn't stop there. They generously iced the Danish rings, adding an extra layer of sweetness and a glossy finish that made them irresistible. Though not as prevalent today, Hostess Danish rings persist as cherished memories for those lucky enough to savor these pastries during their production. The combination of exquisite pastry, flavorful fillings, and sweet icing created a treat that elevated indulgence to an art form, leaving a lasting impression on the taste buds and hearts of those who enjoyed them. There is one snack, though, that really was felt in the soul more than anything. Crafted by the Wrigley Company, Starburst was more than just a box-shaped, fruit-flavored taffy. It was a taste of pure nostalgia. Back then, it went by the name Opal Fruits, and oh, the memories it brings. Mars Incorporated, the mastermind behind the treats, decided to give Opal Fruits a makeover and introduced it to the US as Starburst in 1967. The name change was like a flavor explosion, mirroring the zest of the space race and the thrill of the 1969 moon landing. Starburst became a household name, with its unforgettable flavors like Summer Blast, Very Berry, Favoreds, and Tropical. Oh, the choices! Which one was my favorite? That was the delicious dilemma. And let's not forget the catchy slogan that echoed in our heads, unexplainably juicy. It wasn't just a tagline, it was a promise of juicy, fruity goodness that kept us coming back for more. Those were the days when a handful of Starburst could transport you to a world of flavor and fun. And you know this video wouldn't be complete without the Summit Cookie Bars. In a time when REM played tunes reminiscent of the 60s flavors, Summit stood as an iconic member, blurring the lines between cookie and candy bars. Though officially labeled as Cookie Bars, Summit played with ambiguity in its marketing, occasionally calling them candy bars. What set Summit apart was its unique composition. 2 crispy wafers generously adorned with peanuts, all hugged by a luscious layer of chocolate. In the snack landscape of the 60s, Summit represented a fusion of nostalgic elements, echoing the popular flavor profiles of that golden age of innovation. The distinct texture and taste of Summit became an unforgettable part of many childhoods, despite its short-lived presence. These bars left a lasting mark on the collective memory of those who reveled in their sweet pleasures. The mystery in the marketing and the delectable combination of wafers, peanuts, and chocolate made Summit more than just a treat. It became a sweet journey back to a bygone era, living on in the hearts of those who cherished its fleeting delights. As we wrap up our delightful journey through the snacking wonders of the 1960s, I hope you've enjoyed this flavorful expedition down memory lane. From the sweet sensations to the crunchy delights, these snacks weren't just bites, they were a cultural experience that defined an era. If this trip sparked your nostalgia or stirred a craving for the snacks of yesteryear, consider giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing for more tasty time travel adventures, and sharing your favorite 60s snacks in the comments below.